Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we are going to learn about Unit 6 Past Simple. Was, were, there was, there were. Are you ready? Was, were. The example is Tom is at school today. Is, we need to change is to was. Tom was at home yesterday. Means for the things that already happened, we need to change for singular is to was. Another example for plural is we are at school today. We have to change are to were. We were at home yesterday. Are, we change to were. For plural subject we, more than one. For singular subject, we use is, that change to was for things that already happened. Alright, was, were. For affirmative and negative form, I, he, she, it is singular. So we use, for affirmative, we use was. For example, I was at school yesterday. For negative form, we use wasn't. For example, he wasn't at school yesterday. For plural form, we, you, they, we have to use were. For example, we were at school yesterday. For negative form, we use weren't or were not. They weren't at school yesterday. For questions form, I, he, she, it is for singular. So we have to use was. Kita guna was. For example, was he at school yesterday? And we, you, they are the example for plural subjects. So we have to use were. Kalau subjek lebih daripada satu, kita kena guna were. Kalau satu sahaja, kita guna was. For example here, were you at school yesterday? Okay. Alright, this one are the short answers that we can use. For example here, was he at home yesterday? You can answer yes, he was. For affirmative. For negative, you can say no, he wasn't. Another example, were you at home yesterday? For affirmative, you can say yes, you were. For negative, no, you weren't. Okay. For singular, okay, this one is for there was and there were. Singular, plural. For affirmative, we use there was. For affirmative, for singular, we use there was. For plural, we use there were. For negative and singular subject, we use there wasn't. And for plural, we use there weren't. And for interrogative or question, we use was there. And for plural, we use were there. Okay, here how are we going to use there was and there were for countable and uncountable subject. For example, there was some ice cream. There was an apple. There was a banana. Okay, so for singular that be countable, we use was. And then for singular that cannot be counted, we use some. There were some apples. Okay, for plural, we can use there were for some apples. Were. Okay, same goes to wasn't. There wasn't some ice cream. There wasn't an apple. There wasn't a banana. There weren't some apples. Alright, these are the example for interrogative form. Was there any ice cream? Was there an apple? Was there a banana? Or were there any apples? That means for plural, we use were and any. For singular that be counted or singular noun, we use there, was there. And for singular that cannot be counted, we use was any. Right? Alright, let's do this activity. Write positive or negative sentences with a or an, some or any. Okay, and a pineapple. So, do we have pineapple in this picture? Yes, there was a pineapple. There was a pineapple. We use was for singular because only one pineapple here. Next, onions. Is there any onions? Is there any onions? No, right? So there weren't any onions. Next, cheese. Yes, there is a cheese here. So there was some cheese. Biscuits. Where's the biscuit? There weren't any biscuits. What about fish? There wasn't any fish. And grapes? Do we have grapes here? There were some grapes, yes. Next, ice cream. Do we have ice cream here? Yes, here. There was some ice cream. Okay, next activity, make questions and short answers. A pizza. Do we have pizza in the fridge? Okay, for the question, was there a pizza? So you will have to say no, there wasn't. A sandwich. The question will be, was there a sandwich? And then you'll be answering, yes, there was. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you.